Schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Gators will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So LSU's offense will have the first possession of the game. It was close the last time these two got together, but the Gators nipped the Bayou Bengals in a memorable game.
They sure did, and they made the plays that they needed to make late in the game. These games between Florida and LSU are oftentimes so evenly matched because both teams have so much NFL talent. You just feel like it's going to come down to who has the ball last in this one.
Runs ahead and powers its way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Looking for a man, it's Bond. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Bro, get the fuck out of here, man. It's that bullshit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Best player out, first play.
Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up
right away,
that,
fucking
the
bullshit.
defense is going to win every time. Better get that
He hit that
seismic
fucking
grab
hard. All of a sudden
ready
his
here in
chest
Death
down.
Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Got his man. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, and it will bring up a 4th down and decision time.
Well, it's a nice job tackling that defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
572 out there.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got a man. It's Wiley. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't
wanted
ready
to
for
use
that.
Barringer, but I can't.
Running all the way across the field.
See
And
how I
DB
think
just
they
can't
knew that.
stay with them. because of his speed, and as a result, they gave up a big one.
The lone back's got it. He's brought down at the
Get up to the freshman,
7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be...
There we go. There we go, young boy.
Finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air, it's Vaughn. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long.
Another 6 in the seat. That's all you got to do.
From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35.
Just got out of there.
That return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense.
Every time I get on offense,
Last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Going to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
First time we really get the ball.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that everywhere. I mean, when you can run that on first down,
keep moving
set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second.
Make him better when he gets older.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Mr. Two-Bits with the crowd, the Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1. All for the Gators. Stand up and holler.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the wide receiver.
Let's go, Horseman. Looking at you, Horseman.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
They're working that left side. He works his way inside the 30 down to the...
Let me look at you right quick. Look at you. 77. 93 speed. Okay, I can work with that. You're just a little weak bitch. And you dumb. You can play.
And picks up a first down.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Gators are in the red zone. Handoff from the gun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
What a great job by the defense, understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field this way, they're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that when they work.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
Snap it.
With the run on first and goal. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Pushes for the goal line. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be third down.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida.
Shut up, Jesse.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't tell the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll do it himself. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down.
Trust my guys.
Backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handler. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it just needs to be.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. It's worthy. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Wiley. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Wiley. And he's brought down after a nice game.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Good job.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Fighting off the defender.
Let's fucking go.
In for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
Dangerous. The Ferrari out.
Puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together.
Steve got quiet as fuck.
Right now, you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finished it off with an exclamation
baby crying in the nose.
Running it in from the 19. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Back to pass, it's Vaughn. Caught. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second.
We only got 1 missed pass.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Works the middle of the field. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Got his man on the run. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch. much of the defense is backed up against the wall. The snap sets up the throw. The quick out. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock.
Oh, my God. The perfect.
Touchdown, Tigers.
Need to be mad.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you need. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into his lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited.
It's a game.
Use that momentum to start the second half.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, seems like every time Florida and LSU get together, magic happens. And halfway through this one, the sparks have been flying.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
As a defense, we are talking about this right now. As soon as they come out under center, alert, alert, quarterback sneak, everybody dive at the feet of the offensive line and create a pile, jump to the football. Great job by the defense, understanding the formation, stopping the quarterback sneak.
When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing.
Stop
and the
it.
fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Let's go. Give me that shit.
Took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left.
Yeah.
And that
That one hurt, didn't it?
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready, and your field goal kicker
tongue out when I kicked it, like Jordan.
3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
LSU quick to the line. Quarterback on the keeper.
Why are you running with him? He's not a...
His presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. It's complete to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Starting to piss more.
Look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job.
There he goes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stop this.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Come on, bro. Two of y'all.
And here they come all the way back. When that receiver got free, it was all
Close and close.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback. You had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
on the run from inside his own 5.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. Give me that fucking shit. Fuck y'all niggas.
Wide open, and it's a foot race.
Yeah.
They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a move.
That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get...
Can't believe he fucking ran that shit back. Watch this shit.
And guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Toledo is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 18 to Rice. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Vaughn. got his man downfield. Still running at the 40. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one. And you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down.
There we go.
Ball's incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Quarter, let's finish this.
So we open the final period with a third down play. Corners are walked up tight.
I knew it.
Let's it fly. Touchdown LSU. A Lazarus-like comeback is under.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down.
There we go.
Complete to the left.
Stay in bounds. Get that clock.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Flying down the right side. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida.
Do it on.
The easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep. And how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that, and we've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see them not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
About 3:30.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
And that one's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. LSU right back to the line.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business.
But one hit, my running back's out for the whole game.
The upset's been bubbling all day.
Got another team offense all day.
Boiled, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now.
Who's me? Come on, give me that. Fucking Reddit. Straight up dicking me, yo. Come on, man. Pause. Straight up read this shit.
Free. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
To the air, it's Vaughn. A shot toward the end zone.
Let's go.
Picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end.
So
And he
cut
was
it up early.
fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's y'all. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Wiley. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the 1st down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Worthy. Breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Harris. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it in the middle with Shaw. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with a strike.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
When these wide receivers
are special.
So much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Pressure coming. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with
got timeouts.
Range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, he had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive.
I would never catch that.
I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's Vaughn. Got him downfield. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Didn't work on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 8. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone.
You had it.
For the score and let it fall
So
to the
you,
turf.
bud.
It'll be third down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Tigers! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
They're not done.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Fuck about it, baby.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality.